in speaking to Ben DeLuca today, he's waited his turn, right? He had other players ahead of him in the previous years. He's now a starter, and Ben highlighted, how strong his work ethic is and how much he's worked to get to here today.
Penn looking for a fast start here against Delaware. Blue Hens have outscored opponents 20-3.
I think he plays best from behind the goal, trying to get his left hand and come above goal line extended for shots. He's able to muscle his way to the hoop in some ways. There he is. Ow! Dropped it. Gee, that's a bummer.
Turnover, and here comes Delaware with the long pole. Matt Montgomery from nearby Westchester, Pennsylvania. Had it knocked out his stick, but he gets it back.
Nice play by Matt Montgomery to get the ball cleared like that. He had to come past two.
Good run here. Carroll makes the first save. Second one won't be there. And that's Robinson. Right place, right time for his 14th goal of the year.
Yeah, it was a very good dodge down the wing by the player who took the first shot. It was almost like a hockey goal where you get a shot on goal, the goalie saves it, an immediate rebound pops out, and Robinson was all over it. You'll see it pop straight to him, goal. So it was a fortunate bounce, but it was almost like a hockey-type goal. I'll just call it like I see it, but I am related to number 34.
Are you telling me that you are related to someone in the lacrosse community? Impossible to believe.
Too many Corrigans out there, actually, Joe. They should try to thin that herd a bit.
Oh, jeez. Hopefully not with you. A shot and a kick save made by Carroll. That was Nick Jessen, the grad student, letting one fly. Now battle for this ball. McCurry with it.
Boy, that was an interesting series because the one ref had flag halfway out of his pocket to
right.
Call a push. He didn't. Then the guy barely steps over that, got blocked. I'm a little shocked that on the end line, I thought the Delaware was closer there. I thought they were going to award the ball to Delaware. I like that little extra man flip play. This should be a goal.
One-on-one. And what a fake by Walsh to set that one up. Good finish by Luke Denola for his third of the year. But everybody and their mother thought Walsh was going the other way.
Yeah. Tynan's very left-handed, very smart player, very crafty. I don't know if we'll get a replay here, but you'll see that the slide comes across the crease, which leaves Denola wide open that side. One catch, one fake, one goal. So smart, just very smart, efficient play.
Step aside for a breather. We've got a good one at Franklin Field. An answer from Luke Denola has the Penn Quakers even at 1.
There's Louis. There's Louis Atkinson. We'll see. He's number 40 for Delaware. True, real freshman. And really, really spectacular athlete. Very physical player.
Right now he's on Robert Shane. Denola turning back. Hung defender for Walsh, who distributes. Rubin looks to get free, shoots and scores. Cam Rubin, a perfect shot right in the hip pocket to give Penn their first lead of the game.
Really nice play by Cam Rubin. Again, we talked about him earlier, Joe. If Penn's going to succeed this year, it's going to be Cam Rubin and Fury and guys like that finding their spots. And that was a really good left-handed shot to the off-stick side, just inside the pipe. So a smart place to shoot it. And finally,
in the opening quarter, Delaware, after a 1-0 lead, has seen Penn score 2. He's dodged the outside of feet in front. One-on-one save by Carroll. Emmett Carroll absolutely robbing Delaware. That was a great chance for Brendan Powers, but nothing there. Another look.
He's coming in left-handed here. He should have shot it right-handed, by the way. So Penn got a couple shots off there, Joe, but nothing on Cage. And then Delaware's back to even now. So we're back to 6-on-6.
Nothing doing on that EMO. Delaware.
Very, very loud from our side when Delaware makes plays. Their bench is super supportive.
Kind of a hopeful jump shot from the wing. And now backing it up is Ward. We'll start from the corner. Jason Kolar. Nice dodge inside. Shoots and save again by Carroll. Start to steal games.
Yeah.
Penn moving the ball here. Denola coming from X, and now it's Shipley. Around the screen. A shot upstairs for the score. Gabe Fury, high cheddar, And that one blew Ellington away for a 3-1 lead.
Good for Gabe Fury, Joe. We've been a little bit hard on him because he gets a lot of shots. He generates shots. You'll see him here left-handed, steps into the space, one look, really great shot to beat the goalie. And it's got to feel good for him.
Back behind the cage, pass didn't connect cleanly. Now it's a ground ball. Battle for it. And it'll stay here with Penn. Robinson, who's, well, scored in this one, but otherwise had a quiet first half. Bounce shot from distance, scores! Tyler Owings, the freshman from Hereford, Maryland, pulls Delaware to 3-2.
I'm looking forward to seeing this replay, Joe, because I think this ball might have been tipped or bounced off something. I don't think Emmett really saw it, and it was an odd reaction. It was
D'Ambrosi has a short stick on him. Lets it go and scores upstairs. Not a whole lot in that one. Just a hard shot from Hank D'Ambrosi, and just like that, a tie game at 3.
Great play by Hank. Hank is left-handed naturally, so he's trying to get his left hand set up and get his left-hand shot. He kind of leans his defender over to that right-handed side. Then he creates the space and just lets it go. Really beautiful shot. His grandmother, Mary D'Ambrosi, who's my aunt, who coached him his half-court game. I take my long sticks off, you put your shorts on. I take my defense off, so by the time you're done substituting, you've lost the chance for transition.
Carroll able to see that shot off the stick of Brendan Powers. And Penn able to hold
transition. Good matchup here for Leo.
Hoffman has some space. Look out below, and he blows him away. Leo Hoffman uncorks one to give Penn the lead back.
Really nice play by Leo. And, you know, I was saying earlier, Joe, right at the top of that sequence, man, he had a lot of space out there. With that kind of speed and quickness, it's also the first time I've ever seen him score left-handed. He gets a little break here. No one really comes slide-wise. Here he comes lefty. Boom! Really good shot by Leo.
Quaker sitting pretty, 4-3. Plenty left here in this second, the official scorer says. Nice feed inside. Bounce shot beats Carroll. And that was a nifty one by Matt Accioni. Senior from Barrie, Ontario, evens the game at 4.
Yeah, it's hard to play two-man down, I'll grant you that, but you can't leave the guys inside open. You got to make them, especially with a good goalie, make them shoot.
As it is, Delaware possession continues here. Ground ball, won by Penn temporarily. And now look out here, a break for Delaware, 3-on-1. A shot in tight and a score. J.P. Ward.
If they could rewind this all the way back to the ground ball, you'll see a really incredible play where there was a big scrum and a scrap. First of all, Penn could have won it clean. They missed it the first time. And then the Delaware player, instead of trying to pick it up, whacks it. So here's the scrum. The ball's loose. There's a lot of people around. Penn could have had that one there. The Delaware guy just whacks it down. Boom. And it goes to a 3-on-1 immediately. He whacks it down to number 1. And then there's 2 other players we can't see in this angle. Shot, goal. Great low dip. So if you notice, he dips his head low, Emmett reads low, and then do not want to go down 7-4 at halftime. Because you're not exactly scoring goals in bunches, so each individual goal matters that much more. And if you're Penn, you got to find a way to get a stop, no matter what happens.
Play begins here with J.P. Ward.
So it looks like they're going to try to play big-little here with J.P. Ward and Mike Robinson, so they are, right? So it's my big stick and your little stick. Wow, they got the takeaway?
After the double, they got it, and it just went out of bounds.
I don't think that ball ever was out of bounds, to be rather honest with you.
Now feet in front. There are balls all over the field. There's a ball behind the cage that was in play. There was a ball that was brought in from the side. The ball from the side went in. Carroll saying, I wasn't even looking at that ball.
Wow.
And now the officials have this mess to sort out.
Where did that other – I just saw another ball on the field, Joe, but I don't know where it came from. Here's a replay here. You've got one guy bringing the ball in. Then there's another ball there.
They both came from behind, so they went to get the ball that was out of bounds, and then they dragged another one off the end line.
I wonder how clock left.
The game clock has been set at 8.3 seconds.
Is that J.P. Ward with the ball there, Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're bringing it with J.P. Ward. He's going to go right to the hoop and try to score.
Ward behind the back. Delaware will have one more chance of this with 2.2 seconds left. Operating from the corner, though.
He's just going to chuck this in front of the goal at the minute it comes in and see if somebody can catch it. They did
Rising
catch it,
shot.
too.
Wow. Can't believe that they got that and into the stick of Mike Robinson. But at the half, it is Penn trailing Cam Accioni. Sharing the ball with Brendan Powers. And Delaware taking their time getting into their offensive set here. Ward curls, blocked off by Carroll. Nicely done by the senior. Palazzi lost the ball, though. Here comes Delaware if they can keep it in, and they do.
I thought that was a push from behind against. I thought they got away with one a little bit there, but the officials didn't think that. And so play goes on and Delaware regains possession. Important little series here for Penn. Again, you don't want to go down 3 goals. They had the ball once. They gave it back to Delaware. Be a little bit of a backbreaker here if Delaware scores.
McCurry out to the point. A shot and a score. Brendan Powers with a laser beam upstairs. And we'll see if that is a backbreaker at 7-4.
I'm slightly wondering whether Brendan Powers is the son of Randy Powers, who was one of the all-time great players at Delaware. Just gets it right-handed, gets a good, clean look, lets it go. It pings down off the crossbar and pipes its way in there. It was really great shot with a ton of heat on it as well.
To cut into this Delaware lead and stop this run. Luke Denola, he can score for Penn. Dishes behind. Rubin lets it fly again, and Cam Rubin from forever away is able to finally stop that run.
Good shot by Cam Rubin. Again, it's that off-stick hip. Paul Gate taught me that shot in the late 80s. I mean, it's just such an effective play. Coming left-handed, opposite the stick side, just inside the pipe. It's almost unstoppable because the goalie has to choose, do I bring my stick over the top and try to get it to here, or do I swoop? These face-offs are going to be huge coming down the stretch. Good pickup. Oh, no.
Just a delayed pickup there for Penn. Walsh keeps this ball moving. Rubin, the senior, delivering when his team needs it.
Little break here by Casey Mulligan.
Fed across the way, jump shot, and a score! Ben Smith. Finally, Ben Smith gets on the board. He had 4 goals and an assist against UAlbany, but that's his first point.
We talked about that at halftime, Joe. You've got to get Ben Smith going because Ben is a guy that can score 4 goals a game if he gets the shots. And what you're also seeing here is Penn's creating transition and movement. They're getting out of that half-court game and getting into a full-court game now where the ball's moving and feet are moving.
Fury with it. Skip pass. Rubin was ready to step down and shoot.
Boy, you got to catch that ball. Penn's a little bit not rattled, but they're out of sync at the moment.
Yeah, haven't had a lot of clean passes strung together here. A shot and a save. Same side for the goalkeeper, Ellington. Big hit delivered by Fury, and a turnover forced. A feed in front, bounce shot, and a score. Quakers turn disaster into delight as Luke Denola finds the back of the net.
Good finish by Luke Denola. That's another one of those players we've talked about, Joe, who they've got to get going. Fury, Denola, Rubin. They've got to get those players going. Big hit by Fury. And interesting, and then here comes Denola catch. Good high shot, low finish. High stick, low, right? Really, really good.
Magic Johnson. Hoffman looking inside. And Delaware gets the takeaway. Nicely done by Aiden Fritz to emerge from the pile.
I hope Casey Mulligan's not hurt there. He looked like he was down for a bit and does not look like he's running cleanly right now.
There's some pushing and shoving as Mulligan collided with a player on the Delaware bench.
And this is a local rivalry.
George, you're the king up here. I don't need to get into any pushing and shoving fights with you. You got it.
I'm the king of our luxury press box, Joe. Is that what you mean?
That's exactly right. McCurry, bounce shot. And Carroll getting to that one. That was nicely done by Blake to get to that ground ball.
Oh, boy, they had
stretch pass opportunity.
Yeah, they had a stretch pass there.
Chorus shielding this one away. Shane trying to dodge.
They're slowing down here a little bit, Joe, Penn. I'd like to see them continue to play fast and play up-tempo.
Smith dishes. A shot. Bounces wide of the cage. Walsh is there to back up for Penn.
Cam Rubin, you got to stick that one. That was the shot you want. Good, clean look from maybe 12 yards out, catching it left-handed against a right-handed goalie.
He does have the hot hand, though. You'd think that they're probably going back to him again.
They got less than 10.
Here's Rubin with it. Getting back to that left hand. Rubin shoots and scores! Red-hot Cam Rubin has the hat trick.
Really good play by Cam Rubin. Again, he's got that left hand against a right-handed goalie, which creates that natural off-stick shooting lane.
Don't look now. Here come the Quakers. Cam Rubin lets it go left-handed with a laser beam to put the Quakers in front 8-7. Will Shipley, one of the...
Cam Rubin against the short. Boy, he's got the hot hand. I'd be going to Cam.
Here is Shipley again. Rubin does have that hat trick in this game.
Great move.
Right on the doorstep, it's Walsh. Good ball movement by Penn. But Denola this time feeding Tynan Walsh and the Quakers with a 2-goal lead.
If they can pull that one all the way back to the dodge by James Shipley on the replay, Joe, it really shows what creates this 2-on-1. But here's James, creates a 2-on-1, boom, goal. But that goal happened because James Shipley so perfectly beat his man. We talked about
important the goalies were going to be. 24 combined saves between these two, 12 apiece. Another face-off win for Penn. Goal here.
Our right or to the left if you're looking from the other angle. This has been the hot angle. This has been the hot end. Here it is again.
Well, there we see it. Another one scored at this end. This one by Jason Kohler. And the junior midi from Mount Airy, Maryland, able to get on the board.
You know, we talked earlier about how sometimes Penn has these tendencies to make the tiny little mistakes. There's the mistake on the turnover there that happened with Ben Smith. It goes down now on the opposite side of the field, creates an opportunity for Delaware. They come down the left-handed side and score. So now all of a sudden, instead of
Delaware slowing things down with Powers.
both teams subbing, so they're trying to get, in Penn's case, their best defensive players on, Delaware best offense.
Good dodge here and a score. Supreme individual effort there for Delaware, and that was Kolar again.
That's 2 straight for Kolar. He's very left-handed. He also has excellent speed to create the space. I think you're going to see it coming downhill again here when we get to the replay. But he's got very good speed and ability to get by people. He goes right by, and then is patient enough to wait to fake.
Easy sledding at this end. Shipley.
Oh, I thought he was going to shoot that ball.
Instead, Smith finds Walsh. Shipley back for Walsh. A shot and he scores. Tynan Walsh goes low and nets his second of the game to put Penn back in front.
Big goal by Tynan Walsh. I'll tell you who's playing a nice game is James Shipley. He's really moving very effectively today, and he's creating slides and opportunities to move in the ball. I think when you see this, I think because Tynan shoots high a lot, I think the goalie thought it was coming high, and then Tynan switched up to go low again. I think it just took him by surprise.
Yeah, that was a change-up by Tynan Walsh standards for sure. But they count. Hoffman keeping it moving to Walsh as the Quakers have 15 to shoot.
Less than 10.
Smith
Moving pick? Huh.
Called against Skane.
I mean, they only had 8 or 9 seconds left. Says, here's the play again. I don't know about that one, but.
Robinson, nowhere to go.
It's a very good job by Penn there. Robinson is obviously very, very left-handed. You've got to keep him off that left and force him to his right hand.
Ethan Till has drawn that assignment. Now a shot fought off by Carroll in tight. Ward was the one who was in there on him. Now Lavelle dishing it back for Carroll.
What happened there? Wow.
Possession awarded back to Delaware, but another look.
And now Penn's hung with 40 full seconds left on the shot clock here, so there's a lot of opportunity for Delaware.
Ward back to that right hand, dives in. Another save by Carroll, and it bounced wide of the cage. Emmett Carroll has been so strong on those in-tight saves.
That was an unbelievable save. Great move by J.P. Ward.
A shot, and Carroll able to, he looked surprised at how easy that one was. Hold on to it. Just to rotate around. Chris Cannon. Back to Smith. 25 to shoot for Penn, who leads by 1. Nice swim through. Couple dodges. Big time save by Ellington. And Tynan Walsh can't believe it.
Boy, time to save that was. Here he comes. Beats. Inside. Fake. Shot. Oh, what a save. Mulligan with a short.
5 seconds to shoot for Penn. Mulligan dodging inside and goes upstairs for the score. Mulligan slammed on the brakes, and what a time for his first goal of the season.
What a time it was. Because the shot clock, Joe, if you were watching, was counting way down. And Casey Mulligan has this unique ability to use his body. So he's trying to get topside, stops, slips under, dunks his head, right? And the goalie drops down just for the briefest of moments and stakes it up. So Kolar's looking to go. To get it to X.
Ward, spinning shot, squeaked through Carroll for the score. And Ward, in disbelief, a little muted fist pump because he didn't think that one was going to get through. It did, and now Delaware down by 1 goal.
Good offense there by Delaware. They use Kolar to sort of cause the slides because if you're Penn, you're worried about Kolar scoring himself. And then you get it to J.P. Ward, who comes around left-handed, gets his hands free. It didn't go in by much because it almost hit Emmett in the left leg, but it did go in. So now.
Battle for it. Delaware comes up with the win. Here come the Blue Hens. It's Robinson, one-on-one. He shoots off the pipe. Second effort wouldn't go either. 1 second left, and Penn is going to hang on to beat Delaware. They got exactly what they needed, the player that they wanted on the left hand, but he just couldn't beat Carroll cleanly, and the Quakers hang on and win.
Well, I'd love to see that one again, Joe, because it's incredible.